Well, did Marti Cifluentes actually get it wrong? Terrible substitutions, awful decisions made, and a terrible second half led to the loss against Middlesbrough. Jawad, we've praised your manager on this channel lots, but for the first time, we're going to have to criticise him, I think. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, let's talk about the Middlesbrough game. We're also going to have a little chat about Sunderland and also talk about VAR and whether or not QPR have been the most wronged team by decisions this season. We're not allowed to talk about the West Brom one, though. Not yet.
No, okay.
Right, first of all, then, did Marti get it wrong?
I think it's I question the starting 11. Actually, I think when you watch that West Brom game and the intensity that they played at in that second half, especially the way they played against Leicester, I think there was one or two players that probably should have started on the bench. I think Michael Frey ran himself into the ground against West Brom, and considering he's not really played much at all in the last 12 months, I think maybe playing Dykes or Armstrong up front would have helped. I think Chair really gets a rest. Could have done with maybe a game on the bench. I think Field ran himself into the ground, and I think Hayden is absolutely vital to the way that we play, and not starting him, I think, is the one that I would probably question, and I would have thought from now till the end of the season we won't see him on the bench again. Substitutions again, I think the players were tired. The ones that he brought off, Ilias wasn't having a great game, so I was more questioning the starting 11, but it was just one of those games. First half we could have been in the lead to 2 or 3 chances, but second half was really, really poor.
Yeah. Hodge was on the bench as well, I believe, and when Colback's playing the whole game. Where do you stand on this? Is he playing players for loyalty, or is he looking at the opposition and thinking what players does he need against a team like Middlesbrough? I don't understand why, when you've got players that are spark plugs like Hodge on the bench, why you wouldn't put them in.
Yeah, I think Colback had obviously missed the previous two games, so was Fresh. But the issue I have is that both him and Field play much better alongside Hayden, because he gives them that freedom to go and chase, to go and harry. When they're both playing, they both tend to want to do that and kind of fill each other's spaces. The Hodge one's weird because he started really, really well when he joined, and then I don't think he's seen any minutes in the last three games. So obviously it's someone that Marti doesn't quite trust or quite fancy in the system that we play with just 2 in midfield, really. I would have thought it's going to be Hayden plus one other from now on.
Okay. The games are running out a little bit now. Now, obviously, I'm sure you would have celebrated West Brom's victory at Huddersfield. But you must be sick of looking out for other teams' results now.
We could have done without that Millwall late winner at the weekend. And I've seen that Birmingham are playing
Middlesbrough
tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. All right then. I won't ask you about your chances because I'll ask you each week then. But what do you make of your chances at Sunderland? 6 losses in a row. A fan base which is ready to turn this Saturday should you go 1-0 up. It's a chance for another away win here, isn't it?
It is a chance. I think I would rather play them having them won 6 games in a row rather than lost six in a row. But yeah, the opportunity there. I think it's a really, really big opportunity. And after the performance at the weekend, I think that was a bit of a reality check, because if we put in too many performances like that second half one, then we're not getting enough points. So I think he'll get them refocused. I think it'll be a very experienced 11 out there. Like you say, get an early goal, start quick, and then I think we might be able to nick a win. But
I daren't talk to you about the West Brom game, but I'm going to, because we are looking at VAR and refereeing decisions. QPR have had some bad decisions go against them all year. You've mentioned a couple on this channel. Was that the worst?
I think the Ipswich handball in the last minute at Portman Road, I think that one to me was more obvious, because at full speed, I called it, and I think everyone in the stadium could see it. I think the players appealed, the players knew. And I think when the players know, I think that's when it's questionable. Like you say, on Wednesday night, I think only one QPR player really realised what had happened, and that was Frey. And even his appeals were half-hearted. So it is a really poor decision. I think the linesman probably was the only one out of the officials that probably had an angle where he could have seen it if he's paying attention. But I wouldn't say it's the worst one. I think it's been publicised more because it was live on TV.
Yeah. What about bringing VAR in then? And obviously, you would have benefited from VAR had it been in the game then. Have you seen enough of the referees this year to think that the Championship needs it?
I think the standard of refereeing is quite poor. I've been thinking about some of the poor decisions we've had. We had Sinclair Armstrong through on goal against Coventry. The keeper clearly brought him down. The referee doesn't give anything. Coventry's goal was offside in that game too. I think in terms of the standard of refereeing, it's needed. What I don't want is that kind of the joy taken away from scoring a goal, having to wait for VAR. I think that's what I see in the Premier League, that actually as a fan, you probably can't quite enjoy goals like you used to. So actually watching a Championship team, I kind of feel that we have that kind of that feeling still, that when you score, you know it's a goal. So I wouldn't want that taken away. However, there does need to be something done, because I really think the standard has been really, really poor this season.
Yeah, it is dropping as well. All right, let's get some score predictions from you then. This weekend, a nice little break for you as well as we head into internationals. Trip to Stadium of Light. What are you going with?
I think the most important thing for us is not to lose this game. We've got, after the international break, we've got Birmingham, Swansea, Sheffield Wednesday, and I think and Plymouth. I think they're the four that kind of make or break our season. So I think if we can go in, avoid 2 defeats in a row, I think they would be pretty content, and then refocus for that massive 2 weeks, because I think that we will define us. So I want to say a 2-1 win, but I think a 1-1 draw is probably a realistic.
Okay. All right. If you're a QPR fan and haven't yet commented, put your predictions down in the chat below, and we will give you a shout out if you are correct in our preview of the next game. Thank you very much, Joad.
Thanks, Mark.
Enjoy your trip to Stadium of Light.
Thanks.
We'll catch you in 2 weeks. Nice one.
Take care. Bye.